YouTube is a community-driven network where wannabe celebrities post self-indulgent videos in a dogged pursuit of validation from the nameless masses. To that end, it's pretty functional, and I've been trying to break into that fold for a couple of years now. But some of the methods content creators use to achieve that limelight baffle the fuck out of me as to how they could possibly work. Or their hackiness just pisses me off to no conceivable end. Let's talk about a few popular video formats people use to rack up those likes, shares, and subscribers, even at the expense of any form of dignity or self-respect. Top 10 videos. These are lists where any 10 things within a particular category are ranked from least best to most best. But Sunburned Albino, you have some top 10 videos on your channel. Doesn't that make you a raging hypocrite? Yeah, I stoop to that level to have them not even work, so you can imagine how I feel about that. Look, when you know you've got it, sometimes you have to cut corners to try and reach the top. Also, as a general rule, let's just say that it's okay when I do most things. Sunburned Albino is and always will be the exception. Cool, we got that sorted out. There's actually another factor that makes when I do top 10 videos okay. Jokes. If a top 10 video doesn't have jokes, I can't imagine a bigger waste of people's time. You're just stating your opinion. Oh, but in a PowerPoint presentation. If there isn't laughter to be had during the opinion sharing process, you might as well have just made a dumb Facebook post for us to ignore. Because opinions are useful in only 3 ways. One is to bring laughter by making them funny, and therefore objectively beneficial to whoever hears them. 2 is to enact change upon the world by being someone in a position of power who can turn their opinions into tangible results. And let me tell you, if you're on YouTube with your opinions, they aren't turning into shit. 3 is to tell someone an opinion that helps them interact with you better. When you tell someone, I don't like Starbucks, they probably won't take you to Starbucks. That's at least mildly helpful. But if you say something like, I don't think Carly Fiorina would be a good president, that helps no one. That's just a waste of breath you uttered for no actual payout, but annoyance from the other person. Top 10 lists need jokes, but you wouldn't know it based on how popular WatchMojo is. Fucking infuriatingly pointless channel. Top 10 bad movies that were successful. How about top 10 bad channels with inane dumbass content that were successful? They're the 7th largest YouTube channel. Why are you letting them win like this? 9 million of you bastards are contributing to this attack on respectable entertainment. For shame. How about reaction videos? You know those videos you watch of people watching videos that are videos you've already watched, but now there's this excitingly watchable third degree of watching another person watch what you watch to see how they watch it? The shittiest, worthless kids you will ever hopefully not have the misfortune of meeting are the ones who, after a long day of being bullied in school, go home and set up a face cam while they look at things on YouTube so they can be bullied online as well. Gluttons for punishment, they are. Then they're all like, why do people say such mean things about me? Because you fucking suck, obviously. The only time I want to watch a prepubescent child stare motionlessly at a screen is if I tweet him iMessage screenshots that prove his dad is cheating on his mom. If you can't be persuaded against posting reaction videos, please at least do it post-mortem. Nobody wants to see you watching something in real time, but at least they'll barely want to watch a mildly thought-out discussion of the video after the fact. Let me emphasize thought out. Do not do it live and stream of consciousness unless you are extremely gifted at improv. Otherwise, your video is going to be inescapably bad. Next up is funny moments videos. Many of these videos are woefully mislabeled, especially when they find themselves on Zach Scott Games' channel. The format of YouTube gaming is changing. Many subscribers are finding themselves with shorter and shorter attention spans. No longer can some people tolerate a full episode of a Let's Play. Instead, they gear more towards highlight videos. Take your base 35-minute episode of your Fallout 4 series, trim the edges, cut out any instances where not much is going on, and leave with the best 7 minutes of footage and commentary you've got left. That's what people want now. I really like Sunburned Albino, but if he's not saying something groundbreakingly hilarious right now, I'm switching over to Smosh Games. Funny Moments videos are highlight videos such as these, with a special emphasis on being groan-inducing. Everyone has their own ideas of what is and isn't funny, and it seems most people's ideas are flat out wrong. I'll give one piece of advice to people who are trying to decide what's funny enough to make it into a compilation video. Unless you are Ron Funches, your own laugh should not be the punchline. People say laughter is contagious, and it is, if something funny is also happening. Funny is half your title. If you can't nail that, you're 50% garbage instead. Probably 70% of all supposedly funny moments in these kinds of videos are the content creators saying, oh my god, while they eat ass at whatever game they're playing. It's a problem. The next kind of video makes me so mad I can barely even explain what it is. I call them reiteration videos, because they literally take an experience that, had you played the game yourself, it would be impossible for you to not find, and just transfer it to YouTube format with no added commentary or insight or anything. Have you met Paladin Dance in Fallout 4? Yes? Absolutely? Unquestionably? Well, just in case you haven't, let me just post scenes of his dialogue on YouTube for the world to blandly re-experience with no additional benefit. There are dozens of videos like this for Fallout 4 and plenty of other games. They all have more than 100,000 views. Here, let me record my character talking to this NPC for 4 minutes, having the most garden variety conversation imaginable, put that raw footage on YouTube, and make $600. Fuck the effortless greed of these goddamn YouTube goblins, who as soon as a game comes out are in hot pursuit of the most boring snippets they can copy-paste onto their worthless channels. That content isn't even transformative. You know the argument that is the only thing keeping Let's Plays from being illegal? Those people should be copyright struck all the way down to hell. Reacquire composure. Let's move on to game reviews. A review is something I want to read, not watch. That's why we still have gaming magazines even however many years into the internet. Some people have asked me to do reviews, thinking they'd be a strength of mine due to my incomparable script writing and delivery capabilities, and you're not wrong, but I refuse. I fucking hate critics, and everyone's a critic, and the conclusion the combination of those two statements leads us should be fairly evident, but more on track, I don't take stock in critics. Even when they're right, they're wrong, because despite how humanity tries, there will never be a universal way to grade someone's art where there are no dissidents. A movie that loses a bunch of money at the box office isn't a bad movie, it's just an unappreciated one. I really liked The Lone Ranger, and so did a fair number of my friends, yet I'm supposed to have never seen it because strangers with blogs tell me not to? I get pissed off at the idea that there are people out there who place themselves on a pedestal higher than art itself, and thus feel capable enough to judge. A video game review isn't a review about the game at all, but a review of the reviewer's experience playing the game, which is something that can't be nailed down for everyone. Even good reviews still commit the sins of confining an art form into a series of checked or unchecked boxes, taking the transcendent experience of playing a game and unavoidably neutering it on paper. The next category of videos is probably specific only to me and a very small group of other YouTubers. Don't you fucking hate it when people from your high school start channels? Isn't it kind of embarrassing? Like, I went to school with this guy who thinks people on the internet want to watch him recite monologues from drama class. His channel's like, I'll be doing a new monologue every week, even has the gall to keep a consistent schedule, something I don't even do. Another dude started a fucking Minecraft channel. Yes, in 2015, he began a Minecraft channel. You don't think it's too late to break through on that front? Alright. Hey guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just starting out and I have high hopes for the future. It's a little sad, isn't it? But Sunburned Albino, you were a fledgling channel once and still kind of are. Yeah, but I've got it. Remember? I said that at the beginning? It's important we don't forget. But these people are like 4 years younger than me. I feel like you shouldn't be able to have a YouTube channel in which you are the talent behind the videos that get uploaded until you're at least 18. When you're 18, you're at the ass end of your regretful years. It's almost over. Everyone on Facebook right now has gone back to early on their timeline and been like, oh my god, I'm so ashamed of my former self. And with that knowledge, you should know not to immortalize that former self on YouTube. If you think your past statuses are uncomfortable, imagine there being a video of you saying the types of things you would put on Facebook. That's the stuff of nightmares. So 18. Rule of thumb, you can't do YouTube if you can't do porn. So that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, you can like it, share and subscribe, word of mouth, tell your friends, show me to your book club, write a letter to your congressman, circulate a petition for the White House to address, and whatever else your heart desires, and I'll see you guys next time.